I think it should be. I can never really tell when this is going to be live or not. Let's have a look here. Put that on. All right. I think we're live. See some views coming up. So, just want to say a good evening, everyone, and thank you all. So, who is oh God, thank God it's not recorded. I just want to say a good evening to everyone who's coming over and checking out this live stream tonight. Basically, Scott is unable to do the live stream that he normally does on a Thursday evening, so I thought it was a good opportunity to basically do another Invertcast podcast live stream thing. And yeah, it's a good opportunity to catch up with the guys as well and just talk about a couple of topics that I wanted to talk about today, which does include my hobby, where it is at the moment, and what do I have planned for the future. I do apologize if I don't see the chat too much. I don't have my laptop with me at the moment, so just streaming on my phone. So if I do miss your comments, guys, throughout the stream tonight, and I do go on rambling, I will eventually go back and scroll up and have a read at the chats there. All right, looks like we've got a few people coming in. Good evening, Chris. Thanks for coming along, dude. And Alice, if Alice is watching as well. Steve W, good evening, dude. Thanks for tagging along. Video by the Mad Animal House. Hello, hello, hello. And again, thank you so much. I will let this go on just for a little bit, just to get people to come on to watch the stream, and then we'll get into the topics I wanted to discuss today. I would appreciate if you guys would share the stream as well. It'd be very, very much appreciated. Get those views up. And as you can see at the ticker below, I do have memberships now on my channel. I am going to try my very best to make some content for you guys. I will make a post at some point for you, current members, to let me know what kind of content you would like to see, whether it's just updates I don't post on the channel, or whether it's like, you know, extra videos, stuff behind the scenes, reading projects, do a live just for members. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who does join a membership. Really do appreciate it. It keeps me motivated to keep getting these videos out there for you guys. And Scott's here. Hello, Scott. Thanks for allowing me to take over tonight, dude. Do appreciate it. Hope work is okay and or you don't get called out tonight. So I hope you're okay. I'm not doing a teapot review, Steve. No, I'm not doing karaoke. If I do karaoke, I'm going to have to charge a bit more for the memberships. Yeah, I think I'll let this run for about 5 to 10 minutes. So let a few more people join the stream. And then, yeah. So like I said, guys, today's just a general update, you know, casual stream just to catch up with me, let you guys know what's been going on behind the scenes, as you can see. And then we'll discuss like current hobby. And then, yeah, like I said, talk about what the plans in the future is for me in regards to this hobby. Hello, Bart. Good to see you, dude. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate that, dude. I hope everyone's evening's going well. Let me know, like, what have you gone up to today, whether you've been at work. For me, another day at work, came home absolutely knackered, but couldn't not do the stream tonight. And actually, I'll mention this later on when a few more people come along. But I had a recent revamp on my logos. Don't know if you guys noticed from the thumbnail, in comparison to the previous Invertcast podcast, the thumbnails have changed and my logo has changed as well. Oh yes, the Steve Thornton enclosures are absolutely awesome. I do need to get more like, I need to get like a themed enclosure at some point. At the back, this side, I've just started doing up some extra terrors. So the bottom three, let's see. So that one there has got my morning geckos in them. These three have Postotheria. So Postotheria smithy, Postotheria rufilata, and then Postotheria regalis. Does not have a bloody teapot on it. Doesn't. Busy being setting up upgrade for my velvet spider. Oh, nice. Oh, okay, Bart. Yeah. Later on, once I finish talking about the main topics today, if you stick around, dude, I'm more than happy to discuss care for Pac-Mans. Um, Chris is also here. He keeps very nice variety of Pac-Mans too. Ah, dude, Scott, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. With the £5, said getting myself a Costa, and it's a good thing that Costa has finally brought back the maple hazelnut latte. That is my favorite seasonal drink. When I was going to uni last year, I would literally get that every day before going to university. But yeah, Scott, thank you very much, dude. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, you do have a lot of Pac-Mans, Chris. I think you have, what, 13 now? Between you and Alice. Charlotte's here. Hello, Charlotte. Good to see you in the chat. Hello, Nat and Dave from Mad Manix Exotics. And Osman from OC Tarantulas. Good evening, good evening. Again, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to pop along to the stream and listen to me ramble on for probably about an hour. You know what, Scott? You say that I had a pumpkin spice, and I'm not a big fan, personally. I personally think that the pumpkin spice is a bit overrated. It's good, don't get me wrong, but I think it's a bit overhyped, personally. But yeah. Hope the new people who have come along, hope you guys are having a good evening. No, the pumpkin spice is not that good. It's good, but it's not that good. I don't crave a pumpkin spice. Like when I walked by the train station going to work the other week, and I saw that they brought back the maple hazel, I was like, yes, so excited. And yes, Steve, Pac-Mans are the cutest dustbins ever. I've got two. I've got the camo, which is Lambo, who's doing absolutely fantastic. If you guys watched my Milton Keynes IHS show, I got her when she was like this big. She's like, big now, big chunky, chunky. And my recently acquired teal from the IHS that Chris and Alice kindly drove me up to. That one's doing well, settling in well, eating a lot, has the same appetite. And yeah. Osman, how are all the spiders doing? The Harmonicon, Sparacidae. Osman, I have some good and bad news in regards to my spiders. Unfortunately, my Epachypus sling has passed. Don't know what happened there. I just found it just curled up in a corner. But apart from that, the Harmonicon and the Sparacidae are doing really, really well. They're due an upgrade soon. But yeah, they're all, apart from the Epachypus, unfortunately, the rest are doing fantastic, and that's including the Linothelli and the E. olivacea. Both of them are doing fantastic too. I like that one place are doing dairy-free coffee now. They're very tasty, and I want to share myself. Yeah, it's nice to see that other places are doing dairy-free. I personally don't drink like other milks, I guess. Just not a big fan of. I just prefer normal milk. Oh, I think I've seen. Oh, hello, Rob from Invertebrate Bob. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you very much. But yeah, Osman, you know it happens. It was a sling. It's fine. I probably will get another one at some point in the future because I do like the Epachypus. But yeah, that might be something like in regards to hobby. If you guys just want to hear me ramble about general updates in regards to the invert room, could probably do that as well. Oh, Steve's here. Hello, dude. Thanks for joining along. Starting to get a good number of people in here now. So, again, a massive thank you to everyone taking their time out this evening to listen to myself just ramble on for about an hour. Once we hit 10 minutes, I will go over the topics again, and then we'll just start getting into it, I guess. See, it's like with oat milk, I went to a Starbucks once, and the person in front of me got oat milk, And then I ordered a cappuccino, expecting a normal cappuccino. And I took a big sip of this cappuccino because I was so tired. I was going to work, and then I just literally spat it out. And I looked at the logo. And it was like oatmeal. I'm like, ugh. It was like nah. I got this large Starbucks coffee, and I just chucked it in the bin because I was like, ugh, no. I was like already halfway to work, so I was like, I can't go back now. Hey, our guest from last week, Dan from Post Pos, has donated £1. Thank you very much, dude. Really do appreciate that, my friend. If you guys haven't checked out, do be sure to watch the stream from last week where me and Dan had a good conversation about general hobby, mostly to do with isopods, of course. And we did go into some other topics as well. And yeah, Dan is an absolute legend. Thank you so much for the £1 donation. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's put me off oat milk because I wasn't expecting it and I never tasted it before. So since then, I've just not wanted to try it again because that really annoyed me that morning on the way to work. Yeah, bacon roll, bacon baguette for me, sausage and bacon baguette from Greg's, and a caramel latte. Yummy. Right, so it looks like we got to the 10-minute mark. Thank you everyone again for joining along to this live stream. This is another episode of the Invertcast. If you guys don't know what the Invertcast is, it's a podcast series that I started up talking about all things inverts, from husbandry and breeding and everything in between. I've done a few episodes interviewing a few people, a couple episodes where I pre-recorded myself rambling on. I'm quite enjoying this lifestyle where I don't have to edit my audio and stuff like that. So the plan is, hopefully, in regards to this, I'll be doing more episodes, whether it's me talking to by myself about a topic, kind of like what Tom Rand does with his podcast series. But I'm pretty sure I will try to get as many guests as I can when I do these streams, because I do like listening to podcasts. It's one of the main things that gets me through feeding all the bugs back here, sticking on a podcast. I do like listening to music while doing feeding, but sometimes when you're just like flicking through songs, it kind of just puts your rhythm off. When I listen to a podcast, it's kind of like just go with the flow of the conversation, and that's basically what inspired me to do the Invertcast, is to have an invert-related podcast series. But yeah, so as you saw from today's title, today's episode is basically going to be me discussing my hobby, where it is at the moment, and what the plans are for the future. So I didn't really have necessarily specifics I wanted to talk about my hobby today. Mainly just general updates on stuff that I've made videos on. If you guys have any questions as to what specific things you'd like me to discuss today, I can also mention that as well. That's the nice thing about the stream. I have the chat here. I can pull up questions whenever you guys have some questions, and then we'll talk about what I want to do in the future, and then maybe we can do a little bit of a Q&A before I enter this stream. But yeah, so again, I just want to say thank you for everyone joining the stream. But before we get into discussing like my hobby at the moment, I just want to say I recently just changed my logo. If you guys haven't noticed from the thumbnail, look at this thumbnail and then look at the previous week's thumbnail. I have had a redone or like a redo vamped of my logos. So now I'm really excited to have a brand new logo. I've been wanting to update it for a while. I've had the same logo for about 3-ish years now, and as much as I love it, it's like the main reason I didn't want to change it is because I've wanted to have someone commissioned the art style that kind of looks similar, because my friend made it. We don't talk too much now, but she made it for me all those years ago, and I haven't changed the logo since. But I recently followed this page on Instagram. I don't know if someone on one of the mods, if you guys would be able to go to my Instagram and share the link to my post where I posted my new logo. That Instagram page, I think it's Nature or Nature. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, their art style is absolutely fantastic, and they recently opened up commissions. And I said, you know what, let's go support this Instagram page. And I messaged them, and over a weekend, they came up with a new logo. And now I have my new logo, general logo, and then the new Invertcast logo. I just love the invertebrates on it. My main logo now has the Asian Opus suspectans, the Simondoa consifarum, which is the cockroach, the extinct cave roach, and then it has the Thelcopsis species gold black, and the detail on these is absolutely fantastic. But yeah, so let's just quickly scroll back up, because I saw another donation from Dan from Post Pods, 7-shot Ice Americano. So, whoa, 7 shots. That's crazy. But yeah, thank you for the £5, dude. Really do. Yeah, £5, dude. Thank you very much, dude. Really do appreciate it. Don't apologize. Every donation is very much appreciated. All the memberships are appreciated as well. Again, thank you so much. Let's just have a quick look before I start delving into the topic, and I won't read the chat for a little while because I love to ramble. Let's have a look here. Bit of topic. Yeah, look, I'm wearing a Tommy t-shirt today. Most of my invert shirts are in the wash at the moment, so I just decided to chuck on a random white top and look a bit snazzy for the stream tonight. But yeah, so let's just get talking about my general hobby. So if you guys are new to the channel in general, or if you're new to the Invertcast, I have explained like my backstory in regards to the hobby. I initially started off as a aquarist, really big into freshwater fish. I'll breed various species of freshwater fish during my time in college, and basically my tutor at college at the time was suggesting that we go to the Bedford show. This was back in 2019, and back then I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go check it out. Maybe it'll be a few like vendors, and we will have a look at some of the invertebrates, maybe some stuff that I've already seen in college, because obviously with the animal degree we had loads of animals on site. A few invertebrates. We had an invertebrate / amphibian room, so I was thinking, oh yeah, maybe I'll see some of those for sale and stuff like that, and displays. Unfortunately we couldn't make it because my tutor had something come up, so he suggested to me and my friend that we go visit the Brighton show, and I was like, you know what, why not, let's go check it out. Brighton's quite easy for me to get to by train, and I ended up going on my own because my friend couldn't come along because he was going on holiday, and then I decided to go to Brighton, and God, I did not expect the show to be at the sheer vast variety that it was. Going to that show, I was completely overwhelmed with the variety of animals, and that just kick-started something in my brain. Just skipping a bunch of years, it's to where I am today. And when I find something I'm truly interested in, hobby-wise, I really research it a lot. Like, I binge videos, read loads of stuff online in regards to care for animals and stuff like that. I've bounced between various families of invertebrates. I was really heavily into the mantids at one point. I think over the past few years, I've kept probably about 30 odd species of mantis, raised majority to adulthood. Unfortunately, haven't had any breeding success with those, but I have managed to raise a fair few species to adulthood. And yeah, so I've been bouncing between various things. As you can see in my room, it's quite assorted. Just on this side here is my isopod rack, which all of these tubs along here have isopods, and the top ones have isopods. On the bottom, it's roaches. So I like to keep variety of invertebrates, and now I've kind of settled down on keeping miscellaneous invertebrates. So stuff that you don't typically see. I love theraphosis, which are your tarantulas, but for me, I like to keep stuff that looks different, acts different. That's why for me, breeding wise, I was really into I am really into true spiders, with the sheer variety of feeding behaviors and characteristics of true spiders, Araniamorphs. It's something that I really enjoy, and I've bred various true spiders now in regards to Leucosidae, which are wolf spiders, Spiracidae, which are the huntsman spiders, fishing spiders, velvet spiders, jumping spiders, all kind of species. I want to say in the bag, I've probably got about 15 different species I've captive bred from wild caught parents. I am on second generations for Hogna Materiana, which have just hatched my second gen, which I'm raising at the moment. So that's been exciting. And over the years, I've had my ups and downs with keeping in breeding and stuff like that. I've had some really, really kick in the ass. I wouldn't say failures, but projects that didn't go as to plan. One of them was my Holconia insignis, which are the Australian giant huntsmen. And if you guys don't know what those are, they're absolutely massive. Just Google Holconia, or just Google Australian giant huntsman, and I bred those, and one of my females produced a sack. And before I went on this little getaway for the weekend, shone a light inside, and that sack had nymphs crawling inside. I was like, okay, I'm not going to pull it. For once, I'm just going to leave with mum, and then I'll come back from the holiday and we'll see babies inside. And I came back from this little getaway, and unfortunately, that sack was eaten. And then the next sack was a dud, and I didn't have any males. Couldn't like repair her afterwards, unfortunately. So that's kind of like that. And then in my logo, like I said, I had the Thelcopsis species gold black. I was lucky enough to get a pair here in the UK, and unfortunately, my female away. That's just a risk you get with wild caught. And yeah, just over the years, just general breeding of variety of invertebrates. Like I've tried and tested various things, and I've had some really goods and some really downs. And now it's like kind of just seeing where I am at the moment. So currently, I'm really into the isopods, as you can see. Got about 50 species of 50 tubs of isopods of various species of morphs. So I'm breeding those. It's quite nice that it works with university. That's kind of like the main thing today. I'm going to be discussing on where my hobby is now and what I'm going to be doing in the future. It's because of my university, which I'll discuss later on. I keep various theraphosids. So as I mentioned, these three back here are Postotheria females, Postotheria smithi, true smithi, Postotheria rufilata, and then Postotheria regalis. And then also got morning geckos now, and I do have the micro desert geckos, which are the Stenodactylus. I keep various amphibians now, which include a baby captive bred painted chubby frog, two Pac-Man frogs, the Cranwelli. Let's have a look, my group of white tree frogs, which I have various morphs of the white tree frogs. What else do I have? I have the lovely Max, who is just sitting up here in my elusive Habisphere enclosure, which is a smooth-sided toad. I've got various ants, mantids, assassin bugs, roaches, just to name a few things. I've still got true spiders. Currently, at the moment, I don't have too many true spiders at the time of doing this live stream. True spider-wise, I have a few of my breeding projects I'm raising up, which include Cupienia sale, Hognamagiriana. I did have some Heteropoda boai, but I decided to sell the ones I had left over. Some nice females I have currently of true spiders include, a large Cupienia sale female, which is in, that enclosure there, Cupienia sale. Trying to kind of having a brain fart at the moment. But yeah, just to summarize, in the garage at the moment, I have a ton of different inverts. And my current hobby is just breeding some stuff that I've not really bred before, wanting to try and breed. Just trying to keep. Main projects at the moment that I'm trying to do, breeding-wise, is breeding the blue death veining beetles. I don't know if you guys saw in this enclosure here. 1 second. That enclosure up there has got my breeding colony of blue death veining beetles. Excuse me. And I'm planning to captive breed those. I've been following a couple of breeding guides now, and I have wanted to do it for a couple of years, but not having the sufficient space and/or an incubator, the sufficient heat. I don't think I was capable at the time to breed them, but now with the garage, I have loads of space, loads of opportunities to heat the tanks, get the incubator. So I've got a colony of 7 blue death veining beetles right now, and I'm probably going to add some more. If you guys are watching at the time of this being live, there are 2 shows this weekend, which is the AES on the Saturday, which I'm going to, and then Peterborough, which I'm also going to. So yeah, back-to-back shows, Saturday and Sunday. I'm going to be knackered the week after, but it's fine. But yeah, the plan is at least one of those shows is to pick up some more blue death veining beetles if there are any available. That's kind of like the main project I'm really excited for breeding-wise at the moment. Yeah, that's pretty much it in regards to my hobby. If you guys basically have any videos or like general updates you would like to hear about, do let me know in the comments now. just while I have a little bit of a drink and scroll back up and say hello to people. Yeah, I hope you guys could. I hope I wasn't speaking too quickly, just kind of rambling, talking about my backstory in the hobby and where I am today, keeping various inverts and stuff like that. Breeding wise, just in general, I'm trying to slow down a little bit. Yeah, in general, with true spiders and stuff like that, only because of university. But I'll get into that topic in just a moment. I just want to ask you guys in the chat right now if you guys have any specific animals you would like to hear about, updates wise, whether it's still here, growing well, passing away, stuff like that. Do let me know in the comments now whilst I have a little bit of a break, because they can probably tell by my voice is starting to dry out. Let's see who else has joined. Oh, Sai's here. Hello from the bug room. Good evening, my friend. How are you? Simon's here from the Mantis Garden as well. Hello, dude. Hope you're well. Hope the squirrel is well. Oh, here's Ryan. Hello, Ryan, dude. Hope you're well. And Tess. Hello, Tess. Good evening. Susan, I don't know if I saw your chat from earlier, but I see your comment now. So hello, good evening. Hope you are well. And yeah, so if there's any general updates that you would like to hear about, do let me know down in those comments. Yes, I do have chickens now. As of today, my dad does some gardening for someone and they gave him some chickens. So now we have 3 baby chicks, apparently. My mom wasn't too happy about that. How's the beardy? So yeah, I've never actually made a video on Gizmo. Gizmo is my bearded dragon. She, she's quite old now. I've had her for just over a year, probably about a year and a half. So unfortunately, with my bearded dragon, when she went to lay eggs, I think she caught her leg over the basket or something when she was laying her eggs, damaged her nerve. So unfortunately, one of her back legs doesn't really work too well anymore, and I do think she's an older lizard. I got her as an adult, and the previous owner who I rescued her from also got her as an adult. We don't really know how old she is. My friend at the time didn't even know what sex it is. I only found out it was a girl because she pooped out all those eggs. But other than that, Gizmo is just, enjoying her life, relaxing, soaking up that heat, and eating all the salad and bugs that she can. So yeah, that is basically that. Let's have a look. So Osman from OC Tarantulas is asking, any exciting tarantula breedings coming along? Personally, if you guys have seen on the channel, I have paired my Epibopus murinus. 2 females I've paired now, so hopefully one of those at least produces a sac. I just had a hatch of Pteronoculus murinus red color form, which is the OBT, orange baboon tarantula, or as they're known to be, the orange bitey thing. Yeah, just had a sack of those, probably about 20 or 30 of those, all healthy slings, or nymphs at the moment, hopefully to molt into slings soon. But yeah, other than that, not really much at the moment. I did try to pair my Postotherius Smithy, and she killed my male, unfortunately. So maybe in the future I'll be able to try again if I find another Smithy male. I would love to breed more Pokies as well. My female Regalis is prime at the moment, so hopefully I can find a male, possibly at this shows this weekend. But yeah, so that's basically in regard to tarantula pairings. I don't really have any more planned. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I'm picking up a mature male this weekend from Christoph over the Tarantula Room. That's going to be a Grammostola pulchra, which is a special spider coming from a good friend of mine who moved to Europe. So she sold me the female, and yeah, I thought, you know what, why not? The male's along, just gonna breed, see if it goes well or not. But yeah, hope that answered your question, dude. Steve, the chicks aren't in the garage; they're in my house at the moment, so I can't really get them at the moment. Let's have a look. Proposed by a historian. What's it? Oh, I've been threat posed by slings as well. Oh, General Mark Sargent. Good evening, guys. The Whip Scorpions, I would like to breed them at some point. The ones I have currently at the moment aren't captive bred. They're captive hatched from a wild caught female. Again, it's more just having the space for a bigger tank. I could put them in an exo like these, but I would rather have them a larger enclosure if I was going to breed them personally, so the male and female can get away from each other. But yeah, no plans for breeding Whip Scorps at the moment. Does anyone know if the Armadillo maculatum breed true? So Armadillo maculatum yellow, actually quite interesting. So yes, they do breed true, but occasionally they do produce normal maculatum. Now, you don't want to just put these maculatum in with your normals if you have them. These normal maculatum are het for yellow. So what you would want to do is separate these normal maculatums into a separate colony, and as those normals start producing yellows, put those yellows back in, and that'll just keep your yellows going. I have a colony of yellows as well. And yeah. So I hope that helps Tess in regards to Armadillo maculatum yellow. I'm sure Dan and Sai can help you in regards to that as well. Oh, Donna, I didn't even say hello to you. I'm so sorry. Hello. Yeah, we'll see who finds one first. With Lhasa, I've been hibernating for 3 weeks now and nothing. That's a mood. Yeah, my Smithy were habiting for a week, and I just found her eating him after I fed her so much. But yeah, yeah. On the ants. Oh, which ones are you talking about, Tess? Oh, nice. What species did you get? In regards to ants, as you see, I was sent some ant enclosures from Ants HQ. They have kindly provided me 2 of their founding enclosures. Excuse me. And they're both doing really well at the moment. I've got the Myrmecosticus mimicus, which are the honeypot ants, and then I've got the Camponotus fragilis, which are a sugar ant. Of the ants I have, the Acromyrmex octospinosus, that's a mouthful, which are the leaf cutter ants. Have done absolutely fantastic with me. I've got them a few months ago now, and the colony has grown a lot. The fungus has grown a lot. I would show them off, but I don't really want to be fiddling with the camera tonight. Maybe at a later date. Maybe that's something I'll show off on the members only stream. Never know. But yeah, so they're doing really well. My Odontomachus, I got the British Bristol show. Excuse me. Yeah, the Odontomachus that I got at the Bristol show, I just checked them today, and 3 pupa have emerged into workers, which is absolutely fantastic because I've not had much luck with the Odontomachus. I've kept them a couple of times, both Monticola and Rexosus, but now I finally had some success raising some of the hatching some of the pupa into workers. So that's really exciting. So yeah. And then behind me, not the ones on top, but this one here has got my Camponotus maculatus colony, which have done really well in the past couple of years. Well, oh yeah, fingers crossed, Osman. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so just if anyone has any other questions in regards to animals in my care, do let me know, and then we'll move on to future topics, and then I'll do a little bit more of a Q&A style, which is any questions that you guys have, and the stream. Mainly wanted to do this just as a quick little live, just to help out Scott, because as I said, Scott couldn't do the live tonight, and I thought it'd just be a good way to catch up with you guys. Oscar, have you kept the Androniscus dentiger? Have you found them hard to keep? So, if you guys don't know what the Androniscus dentiger are, they're our native isopod and they're pink. And Oscar, to say the thing short, I ended up just putting them back in my garden. I found that a couple of them were dying in my care, so I just thought I'd put them back where I found them, which was just under a plant pot. For me personally, Oscar, I found them too tricky. I don't think they can be kept like normal isopods. I think there's specific things that they're eating in the British dirt that we can't provide in captivity. I've tried it twice now. One that I got from Charlie G a couple years ago, and then the ones I found in my garden earlier this summer. Unfortunately, yeah, they just didn't do well, so I ended up putting them back. The ones that were left alive. Donna, how many species of icepods do I have? So, species is kind of hard. I have a lot of morphs, but yeah, as you can see on the side here, so this whole row of threes, and in this lot, it's all isopods. There's isopods behind them too, and these big tubs have isopods in them too. So I have about 50 tubs of isopods. Yeah. So 50 tubs of isopods at the moment. The beer soaked in the British streets. Hey, I don't put beer in my soil. Yeah, I tried Osmond. I tried to scoop. So basically, they really like super damp conditions, and I was scooping like some of the dirt that I found them on, and mixing it with some of the dirt that I had in my like just normal dirt. Tried that, and again, they just didn't look like they were doing well, and I found a couple dead. So I'd rather just put them back. But it's just really cool that I have Andronicus dentiger living in my garden, so I'm just happy to let them go. So Mark Ritz asks, do I have Samopius cambridgei? So sling, juvie, subadult, adult. Do you have much knowledge on them? I do actually have a cambridgei sling that I'm growing up at the moment, which is in this amass of tubs, which is mostly just like slings and smaller individuals. You know, Samopius are fairly easy to keep, I found. As slings, they do like to use dirt to bury into. So do be sure if you do get a sling to provide them a little bit more dirt in their tub so that they can dig. As regards to adults, they typically live an arboreal lifestyle, though they will utilize dirt to make their web tube. But other than that, they're really, really easy to keep. Won't go into super much detail tonight, but the Samopius genus in general, Salmopaeus, or however you pronounce it, Samopius salmopaeus, the genus in general is very easy to keep, Mark. There's loads of videos out there. I've actually bred this Samopius aminia. I do have some slings I've been growing up. And she's actually still in that middle exo here. No, Donna, you're not stealing any of them. Hey, have we got a new member? Susan, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member. Guys, I really do appreciate all the donations tonight as well. It really does keep me motivated to, it makes it, you guys supporting me. It's taken me a long time to get monetized on the channel, slowly creeping up to get monetized ads as well. So hopefully with that, that'll keep, that money will help fund the hobby. And yeah. So thank you, Susan. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't think natural top on a garden. There you go. An open vivarium. But yeah, so whilst time is creeping up, I'm just gonna. So as I just want to summarize from the previous ramble that I did, my hobby currently is just working with miscellaneous inverts, trying to cut down on the breeding of true spiders and stuff like that. I will still be keeping them and stuff like that. I still keep all my animals. Majority of them I'll still be keeping. But basically, university and what the future holds in regards to my hobby. Now, at the time of doing this live stream, I'm currently doing an apprenticeship within my hospital. That's basically a 3-year course for working within operating theatres. And I'm just about to start my 2nd year, and looking at my rota, it's going to be intense. a lot of work to do, a lot of external placement, a lot of exams and essays to do. And I feel like the responsible thing for me to do in regards to myself and the animals is to, slow down on mass breeding. As much as I do enjoy it and I love doing the breeding and selling on the animals, so you guys in the hobby can enjoy these animals as well. I feel that the responsible thing for me to do at the moment is just to slightly reduce it. Hence why I've been getting into more pet style animals. Whoops. More pet style animals such as the Stenodactylus and my amphibians, because at least I can still enjoy those without having to worry about them as much as I would be worrying about all the true spider slings, because hundreds of slings, it does take me a long time. What's nice about isopods, although yes I have a lot of them, I can just leave them alone half the time because they have the substrate that they can eat. But with true spiders and other animals that require constant attention, I feel that the responsible thing for me is to basically just slow down, not to stop. I will probably breed a species here or there in the next couple of years, but whilst I'm finishing this degree, I might as well just slow down, allow other people and advise other people on how to work with these species if other people are interested in captive breeding true spiders as well, scorpions and stuff like that too. Um, Personal invertebrates I might reduce as well, just to reduce the load, and that's not because I want to. If I could, and I'm not saying this is a guarantee for me to reduce some of my, for example, some of my tarantulas and stuff like that, scorpions and other invertebrates. Um, for me, I love giving the time for all of my animals, and with university coming up, I'm going to be doing a lot of revision. I'm going to be doing a lot of paperwork and stuff like that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give all of my time and effort, as much attention and care to my animals. Not saying that I'll neglect them, but if I'm not going to be able to enjoy them as much as I would like to, I'd rather pass those animals on to people that would be able to appreciate the animals as well. If you guys get what I mean. And I have been thinking about this for a while now. Does this mean in general for my hobby in the future I'm going to have no animals? No, absolutely not. But just while I'm finishing this degree, I want to be able to have my animals still, but be able to balance it. I spend a lot of time in this garage feeding and cleaning the slings and true spiders, and selling the animals as well. Because obviously I do sell within the UK with my animals. You see me trading at shows. Obviously that's going to be reduced as well. Trading at shows in the next couple of years, I probably won't be doing any shows trading wise. Attending, yes, I'll still be there. Buying, probably not. But we'll see. Like I said, I'll have to see how this next year goes. I've been told that the second year is going to be quite intense, balancing study and life. So I want to see how I settle in. If I'm able to balance the animals, happy days. I'm going to be able to keep all my animals and just carry on doing what I'm doing. But the reality of it is I'm probably going to have to just slow down on a couple of things. That's going to be, buying new collections to resell, because obviously I won't have time to look after those adult animals to get them healthy and then ship them off to other people within the UK. So yeah, buying collections and stuff probably not going to be something I'll be doing. And then, like I said, breeding wise with other invertebrates that take a long time as well. Hello, Tom. Good to see you, dude. But yeah, that's true. There's absolutely no way I'm getting rid of all of my animals. I love them, and I generally don't know where I would be today if I didn't have any animals at all. But basically, what I'm saying here, guys, is I'm just trying to be responsible with my animals, and I don't want them to not get the attention that they deserve. I love all of these animals. They all deserve as much attention, from just a cockroach to my frogs. They all deserve it. They all deserve the best care, the best attention, that I can provide. And I feel like if I'm not able to do that, I'll have to reduce my animals. And, with things like the Theraphosians, yes, it'll be quite sad to see them go, but I can always acquire them again in the future. You know, I probably won't get rid it kind of sounds sad to say get rid of. I probably wouldn't pass along my Pokies and some of my Fossorials. I really do enjoy those, but I do have a few Theraphosians in my collection that I feel like I could just sell them on to other people that would enjoy them more. Then that would enjoy them. Oh God, getting tongue twisted now. This is why I like pre-recording my podcast sometimes. I can say it properly. I would rather people give the attention to those animals than for me to just have them sitting in the garage and I just quickly open the lid, have a look at them, and then move on with my day. Because they're all beautiful animals and they all deserve the attention that they do. We're keeping these animals in captivity, and the last thing I want to do is just have them just sitting around and me not taking care of them in the way that I want to. So yes, I will probably be putting together a list in the future. I do have one at the moment, but that's just like excess selling stock. Probably will start putting together a list of animals that I'll start reducing later on in the next couple of weeks. Just as I said, once I start university, which will be in a couple of weeks' time, as sort of this live stream going, we will see where I am with the hobby. But yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. There's a bit of a bummer way to end like the main topic of today's podcast, but like Susan said, it's the responsible thing to do. At the end of the day, I love these animals, and if I want to give them the love that I want to give them, that's more of a personification. I'm trying to think how to say this. Sometimes for me to give the love that these animals deserve is to pass them on to other people. And sometimes it's, maybe it won't be the case where I'll have to sell them. Maybe I can give them to friends and family that will be able to take care of them until I'm able to get them back. But, it's always nice to have someone enjoy the animals for what they are. It's like I say when I do trading at shows, it's I don't care about the money. I have made good amounts of money at shows trading, but I don't care about it. That money doesn't go to myself personally. It goes back into the animals. It goes into feeding. It goes into upgrading enclosures, getting decor, getting feeders for them if they're predatory invertebrates. None of that money goes to me to spoil myself. It all just goes back into my hobby. And there's many times where I'm trading at shows, and like the younger generation come up to me and like I'll just sell like there was one time this little kid came to the table and he had about 15 quid left and he was looking to start a communal enclosure, and I was chatting to mum and he seemed like really eager to do this enclosure. So I said, here, give me your 15 quid. I picked out probably about 70-80 pounds worth of stock that I had on the table and just said, here. Because for me, I want people to enjoy the animals. I do the breeding side of things because I want people to enjoy my animals. I also, yes, I do buy collections, but it's to, get them around to other people so they can enjoy them too. And, the money that I make from selling those animals, I can put back into getting a future project or getting some feeders, like I said. Because the nice thing about collections is I keep what I want to keep and then I can just sell on the rest. It's like Dave's Little Beasties does that too. Like he will get someone reaching out with a collection, he'll buy it, he'll keep what he wants to keep for possible breeding and stuff like that in the future, and then he'll sell the rest. And I do enjoy that. I do enjoy it a lot. But yeah, realistically, I'm not going to be able to do that in the next couple of years. Probably when I graduate and I get my job, once there's no studying and it's just me working, I could probably get back into it slowly again. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, trading wise, you probably won't see me at many shows trading next year. Will I be attending shows? Yes. And yeah, basically to summarize, unfortunately, next year, Jeremy's Wild World won't be trading at many shows. I probably might still sell online. We'll see. Again, like I said, there's all variables. Nothing is set in stone yet. My personal collection will probably dwindle down a little bit, not a lot, because yeah, isopods are easy, Theraphodids are easy to care for. But for me, if it gets to the point where I'm not going to be able to give the attention to the animals that they deserve, I would rather them go to other homes so people can enjoy them more often. Because we've got to do a life balance. At the end of the day, I need this degree to progress in my career within the hospital, and I can always get the animals again if I want to in the future. But yeah, so that is pretty much it. That is my future in regards to the hobby, and I feel like it's quite nice to tell you guys what my plans are, and it'll be interesting to see in the next couple of years, looking back at this to see where my hobby is then. It's going to be a tough one. This course is not easy at all. It's going to be very busy. I've managed to pass my first year, no issues, but it's 2 more years, and that's 2 more years to have a guaranteed job within the NHS in the future. It's a long story short. So it's something I need to do. And not, like I said, I'm not giving up the hobby. Absolutely not. Like Tom said earlier, I'm not giving up the hobby. It's getting a bit emotional now. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Yeah. That's what the future is for Jeremy's Wild World. It's nothing is set in stone. I've planned things ahead just in case. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. No, I'm not ending it yet. I said I'll have a little bit of a Q&A kind of thing, so you guys can ask me some questions in regards to my hobby for the future, what I currently keep, and just general questions that you guys would have. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed listening to that. And yeah, if you guys, I will stick on for another 10, 15 minutes. If you guys have any other questions that you would like to ask me in regards to my hobby, and I'll quickly scroll up and see if I missed anything. Hello, Kim, Spider Lady. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that. Mark, in regards to your question, if you want to message me, dude, on my social media, do be sure to pop me a message, and we can always discuss some husbandry stuff afterwards. Yeah, Simon, I agree. See, the trees are great. Wet wood. Cat litter. No, not cat litter. Right. Leaf litter, leaf mulch. I like to mix leaf mulch and rotting white wood as extra food for the isopods. That's what I like to do. Cat litter. That's funny. Yeah, so Simon, what am I doing at uni? I'm currently doing an apprenticeship for working in the operating theatres. So it's called a ODP, so Operating Department Practitioner. So that's basically what I'm studying for at the moment. Done my first year, 2 more years to go. And yeah, what the plan is for this is to secure a career for myself, because once I get my NHS pin, I'll be able to work like whenever I want. And of course, the main goal for me is to work within animals. So I would like to do something like that in the future, where I can, resign from the NHS, always have that pin to go back to just in case it doesn't work out, and pursue animals and put all my time and effort into it in the future. But yeah, that's something I can discuss at a later date. But yeah, I'm glad you guys agree that it's like a sensible and responsible thing to do. What I mentioned about the animals. And I hope you guys enjoyed listening to it. It is a kind of a sucky subject to talk about. But yeah, like I said, guys, it's something that needs to be done and potentially needs to be done. Well, let me take that back. It's something that potentially needs to be done in the future to benefit myself in regards to my career. But the animals will still be here, even if it's less. I won't get rid of all of them. I love all my animals, and sometimes, like I said, it's better just to have people enjoy the animals more than if they can give more time and effort for the animals. I'd rather them have it than me. Oh, Michael's in here. Hello, dude. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Tom. Sometimes it's kind of like, just keeping the animals that you like to keep, that you enjoy. That's why I've been really enjoying the amphibians and small reptiles recently. But yeah, just again, guys, I want to say thank you for joining the stream. Um, it's been an interesting one. It's nice to get this out there for you guys to be able to watch back and or watch now. About my plans for the future. I will try to get much content out as well, just like general videos for you guys as well. But like I said, with uni is going to be very, very busy. So can't guarantee anything at the moment, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. The plan for the next episode is going to be having Caesar from Ants HQ jump on and do a little bit of an interview. So that'll be a more light-hearted stream at some point. When that will be, not sure. Possibly next week, maybe. If you guys would like to see that next week. But yeah, it's 55 minutes. I'll run this for another 5, and then I'll end tonight. But yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for everyone that's come along tonight. Really do appreciate it. Don't worry, Simon. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Don't know how web scorpions are around water. I found that ambler pigeons really don't like water at all. They don't like being sprayed. They don't really drink water either, from what I've seen personally. You can offer a water dish, but like I said, I don't really think that they appreciate the water that much. Tom, also, dude, you never messaged me about the Kingsley female. Still got her here. If you want to do that breeding project, dude, like I said, just cover postage and I'll ship her out to you. If you still got that male kicking. And yeah, anytime test. It's sometimes it's quite nice just to do these streams where I just ramble on for a bit. You guys listen and get to catch up with my just daily life because with social media, you know, I'm on it, but I don't really like talk about a lot of things that are going on and stuff like that. So it's nice to just talk about my hobby, where I am, update you guys, stuff like that. Yeah, I really do appreciate you all coming along this evening and listen to me rant and ramble for an hour. But yeah, it has been a really good one. Like I said, next week's episode will be, or next time, episode 8 of the Invertcast will be interviewing Ants HQ Caesar. He said he's down to jump on a stream at some point. So yeah, hopefully that'll be a really, really good one as well. Just discussing general hobby and stuff like that. Yeah, that'll be a really good one, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Tom, dude. Yeah, that's the problem with buying wild caught stuff. You just never know how long it will last. I can't even begin to say how much wild caught true spiders I've got, and they've passed away before I've even had a chance to look at them. I mean, you unbox them, you get them in the tub, and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, nice. Yeah, but in regards to Pac-Mans, I found them very, very easy. The whole garage at the moment is heated up to around 26 at the mid-level. So that's why I like to keep my Pac-Mans. People say to give them direct light and UV. I personally don't, but they do benefit from it. So if you want to give them heat lamp and UV, definitely do so. They kind of just sit around in one spot and they go occasionally to poo, come back. So do be sure to check on your substrate every now and then because they do pee and poo in the same spot. So you don't want them developing like bacterial infections on their skin. So do be sure to regularly change out that poo if you do notice it. In regards to UV, I don't give my Pac-Mans UV at the moment, but I do have a nice supplement regimen for them. I use Arcadia products, so I have 3 different types: the vitamin D3, actually I have them here. So I have the vitamin D3, which I've just run out of actually, but I do have the dietary supplement, which has a bunch of minerals and stuff like that in it. Then I also have the calcium and magnesium. So yeah, I use these as well as the D3 And I found that all my amphibians do well. They haven't developed MBD, which is metabolic bone disease. Yeah, they're really easy. To be honest, they're like the theropods of the amphibian world. They kind of just sit there, wait for you to feed them. Some have better feeding responses than others. It all just depends on the individual frog. You can take them out and soak them into a tub as well. If you're worried about them ingesting substrate, you can take them out and feed them out in the tub as well. But generally, Pac-Man's are very, very easy. And yeah. Yeah, Tom, that is a bit of a shame, isn't it, in regards to that? It's it's a bit of a bummer. Next time you're looking for Trues, dude, and we're at the same show, come find me and I'll help you find a pair. That's also like just a quick thing. If people are looking to breed true spiders in the UK, whether it's Brassidae, Cetenidae, Lycosidae, and if you guys want advice, just message me. I do really like interacting with people who have the same interests as me, and I'm more than happy to help in regards to rearing slings, game impaired, etc., etc. You legend! Thank you so much, dude. I'm actually going to buy some vitamin D3 at the Peterborough show. That's going to be fantastic. Can't wait for that. It's going to be the first time. Used to be Bedford. Kind of sad that they left the venue, but it's exciting to see what the Peterborough show has in store. But yeah, I know Buzz of Reptiles is there, so I'll buy D3. But thank you so much. And again, like I said, guys, thank you so much for all the donations tonight. Thank you to Susan who became a new member. But I am going to end the live tonight, guys, because I've got work in the morning, and we've been going on for an hour now. So I'm just going to have a quick check on the animals and before I go to bed as well. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into episode 7 of the Invertcast. The Invertcast is a podcast series discussing all things inverts from husbandry and breeding and everything in between. My name is Jeremy from Jeremy's Wild World. I really do appreciate you guys all coming along and listening to me discuss my current hobby and what the hobby for Jeremy's Wild World includes in the future. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to message me on social media or whenever I'm on live or something like that. Feel free to let me know any questions that you have in regards to that. But yeah, so I am going to end the live tonight, guys. Thank you again to everyone who's come along and watched the stream. I really do appreciate it, who shared it, stuff like that. Video this Friday will be for a micro exotics terrarium setup. My first time setting up terrarium. Don't think I did it right, but at the time of this live stream, the terrarium's doing pretty well. So that's going to be Friday's video. And so again, thank you so much for everyone that's joined tonight. I will see you guys next time on the Invertcast. Have a good evening, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.